You see, like, the reason why you should never play a tank in League of Legends is very simple. You cannot carry the game as a tank, right? You just cannot do it. For example, right? In this game, he picked Garen, I counter-picked Nasus, right? Because Nasus just outscales Garen like crazy, okay? So after he died to me, right? He just left the lane because, I mean, he could not farm anymore because I would just kill him all the time, right? But you have to understand, um, in this game, right? In this game, like when you pick a tank, you're essentially coin flipping, right? You're essentially coin flipping. Like whoever gets a better team wins, right? So if we swap me and Garen, like I would just win as well by default. Because what would have been happening is mid lane would be 0-9 because that's what was happening, right? Mid lane was feeding, bot lane was feeding. The only one who was doing something was jungle, right? But because I'm Nasus, do you know what I mean? Like I just naturally outscale. And by 10 minutes, because we got all the dragons, we got all the turret gold, I would have already had pretty nice items. So if they would try to 2v2 to us, we would just win. Do you know what I mean? So let's say Garen and this guy tried to 2v2 me and Mundo. I mean, it's not even a fair fight. Do you know what I mean? I mean, we're talking about 11-0 Mundo and let's say 0-0 Nasus with 300 stacks. Well, let's say 270 stacks at 10 minutes plus the gold, right? So what I'm saying, when you're picking a tank against a tank, you're essentially just coin flipping. You cannot impact the game. Like as Nasus, you just cannot impact the game at all. Nasus is kind of like Soraka when you think about Soraka, right? Well, there's Soraka that is offensive. You know, there are AP Sorakas. I don't play that, but I play healing Soraka, which is like a heal bot. Do you know what I mean? So essentially, what is happening is you're coin flipping with Soraka as well. Soraka cannot carry the game, right? If you're ahead, she's a monster. Like you cannot win a game against the Soraka that is ahead, right? So if you're Soraka and you're on this winning team, you pretty much cannot lose the game. Like it's impossible to lose the game, right? Now, again, you see, if you're playing Nasus and you're playing in this team, you cannot lose the game. Impossible, right? Because every single team fight you're gonna stomp, every single objective you're gonna stomp because Nasus just scales, right? He just scales. Honestly, you can put any tank in here. There is the problem with tanks; they're not carrying. Like again, like I said before, they're just coin flips. You're just coin flipping. You cannot impact the game, right? The reason why I didn't pick Tryndamere is because these two will just run me down. Honestly, I'm not skilled enough to play against such heavy tanks. Honestly, I should have dodged. I swear to God, I probably should have dodged. Because even if I 5-0 this Garen, right? Even if I 5-0 this Garen, Mundo is just gonna get too strong, right? And then they have these three champs. I mean, Annie, 2.5 second stun. Nami, like, and I mean, this lady here, very hard to reach her. She's. I cannot say this was a losing queue, right? Because I'm pretty sure, like, somebody like TF Blade would have just destroyed if he, because you see he can play Jax and Jax like if Jax in good hands he does magic damage so he is not really bothered by Mundo and Garen stacking armor. He doesn't really care. But to play Jax on his level, I mean, you're talking like 9 years of experience at least, right? Like 3 years minimum, full time minimum, because Jax's laning phase is not very good. So what I'm saying is, I think you should have dodged this game. Honestly. Take care.